Hey Aquarius, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for May 16th through the 22nd. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You might find this video a month from now, a year from now, that's fine. You're going to find it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Even though I'm setting the intention for the next 7 days, you'll find it when you're meant to hear it. Keep in mind, these are general messages for the collective. Not every single message will resonate. That's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what's coming up here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. All right. Let me get right on into it. So we'll move you just a little bit closer here so I'm not reaching so much. First card coming up here for our Aquarius friends is the Strength card. This is a major arcana card. Even though I'm setting the intention for the next 7 days, major arcana cards come up when we're entering a significant new chapter in our life. It's a defining moment. The things that we're experiencing and the things that we're going through are directly connected to what we came here to master, the things that we came here to conquer. So these are significant times that our angels, our guides, our spiritual team is around us, rallying for us, helping us, guiding us, because they're things that we came here to make happen in this lifetime. So essentially, we can't fail. The only way we're going to fail is if we just lay down and we give up altogether. But as long as you're moving forward, your angels and guides will see you through to success, to accomplishment, to victory. Now, the Strength card does have the astrological association of the sign of Leo. Some of you may have Leo placements. If you have Leo placements, there can be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a significant Leo. There could be something significant happening with a Leo. However, if you're new to my channel, in the weekly forecasts, I like to focus on you and make it about your journey and how the cards apply to you and less about other people. I do love readings once a month on my channel, and I always link the love readings in the description of the video. So in terms of you and your journey, the Strength card is going to be about embracing your strength, your vulnerability, going out into uncharted territory, and realizing how much you're able to accomplish. That not only will you succeed, but you will absolutely conquer. You will come out on top, right? This woman has gone out into the wilderness and she's tamed this lion whom she has around her finger pretty much. If you or I tried to touch that lion or try to touch her, it would rip us to shreds. But here it is, a protector and an ally. So Aquarius, you're coming into a time of significant connections, alliances, protectors, commitments, agreements. And the Strength card comes up for me a lot of the times in readings when you're manifesting commitment and loyalty in your life. And maybe some of you feel frustrated. I mean, keep in mind, we are going through Mercury retrograde right now. Mercury is moving through Gemini until the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. And as Mercury is moving through Gemini, this is a time in which we may have conflicts or disagreements with others. And for some of you, it's a time that you're seeing inconsistencies in people. Inconsistencies, disloyalty. You may feel like they're flaky, they're not there for you, and you may be sick of it. You may be sick and tired of it. And the Strength card comes up for me to say, look, you're going to manifest loyalty. You're going to manifest commitment. But first, you have to be loyal to yourself. And you have to make the decision that you're going to stop putting yourself on the back burner. You're going to stop making your needs secondary. You're going to stop making accommodations for other people and, being more convenient for them. And you're going to stick to your goals your aspirations, your drive, your dreams. And as you do that, as you're loyal to yourself and make your needs a priority and take your needs seriously, right? The relationships we have with others are a direct mirror to the relationship we have with ourselves. So once we have a relationship with ourselves where we're being true to ourselves, we're being loyal to ourselves, we're committing to ourselves, guess what's going to happen? We're going to start having relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, partnerships with people who are committed to us and who take what we're doing seriously. Some of you may be going into a line of work or an endeavor, and you may feel kind of sad or discouraged, like other people aren't taking it seriously. And it might be a good time for you to do some self reflection and ask yourself, are you taking it seriously? Are you convinced? And as you enter that energy, guess what? You're going to start having people come into your life that take it seriously, who are convinced, who have your back, who want to help you succeed, who want to see you do well, who are going to roll up their sleeves and work with you. But you have to be the first one. You have to take the lead in your life and set that energy. The strength card is also embracing vulnerability and realizing that strength can come through gentleness. I always ask myself, or I wonder, how might she have gotten this lion so tamed around her finger like this? If she went in and started yelling and kicking that lion and, challenging it and beating it up, it would rip her to shreds. But I imagine that she may have kept her distance, right? Been very respectful, kept her distance, been very cautious. Maybe she would leave food and water out for it from time to time. Maybe she helped it when it was injured or when it was sick. And little by little, they formed this bond. And now she has this protector, this defender, this ally. And so we need not be intimidated by others because at the end of the day, we all have the same basic needs as creatures, as living beings. And if we can honor that, we can make connection, we can make partnership, we can bond, we can be seen as a strong being. It doesn't have to be through screaming and yelling and shouting and like wielding the battle axe. Some of you are coming out of really intense, really competitive, really toxic corporate environments where you've had to be that person going in and wielding the battle axe. But you're realizing that true strength and true leadership doesn't have to come about that way. That there's a more constructive way of doing things, a more beneficial way of doing things. And it's going to lead you to even more success as you're coming into balancing out that power and that gentleness. The next card that's coming up here for Aquarius is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords can be an air sign person. There could be an air sign person in play here with some of you where there may be some power struggles or authority issues. For some of you, it could be a child, one of your children, meaning even if they're a little older. However, the Page of Swords is a card that comes up a lot of the times when we're being asked to gather information, or especially if we're trying to manifest something or we're in need of something. Sometimes the Page of Swords comes up for me in my readings to say, just go out and see what's out there, even if you think you are not going to be able to get it. For example, maybe you're trying to manifest a new living situation right now or a new place to live, but you're telling yourself, oh, there's no way they're going to approve me on my credit, or there's no way I'm going to find a place that I could afford, right now with my current budget. Or you're really wanting a car and you're like, oh, there's no way I'm going to find a good car. Whatever it is, just go and look. That's it. Just go and look. Search online, see what's available, make appointments, just go and check it out. and you'll be surprised what falls into place. There have been times in my life that I've just been left with my mouth open in shock, not believing that I found something within my budget at that time, or that I got approved, or that I got accepted. I have had miracles happen, and just spirit nudged me and said, just go look, just go look, just go out there and look. And I thought I was going because it would help me set the intention. I wasn't expecting for things to work out. But at the end of the day, God, your angels, the universe, they are your employment agency. They are your promoters. They are your managers. They are your negotiators. They're going to make things happen for you. They're going to open the door, but you need to show up. So the Page of Swords comes up sometimes for me in my readings, where you're just being told to get out there and to just do the footwork and see what falls into place. Page of Swords can also be that some of you are becoming a little bit more outspoken right now, or speaking your truth. There could be an unblocking or a clearing in your throat chakra. And also Page of Swords for me says, be cautious what you are posting online. There could be people who are on your social media who are gathering information, who are going to try to use it to their benefit in some way. Some of you could have old frenemies or old exes that have fake profiles that are on there trying to get information out of you. Some of you may have coworkers who are trying to start drama and say, oh, Aquarius posted this, oh, Aquarius posted that. So just be cautious what you're posting on social media. Also, be cautious what you're posting in real time. Those of you who do have dramatic people in your life, or people that you don't want, like people who maybe start trouble or start conflict, you might think that they can't see your social media. You might think that you have them blocked from all your social media, but they may have gotten in somehow, or they may have somebody giving them information. So don't post who you're with and where you're at, like tagging people, tagging places, at least not until after you're not there in that moment. So maybe you want to post stuff and you want to check in, or you want to tag places, but if you have dramatic people in your life, or people who are starting trouble, it's going to be better for you to wait until after you leave and you're not at that location. Okay. A spirit is really emphasizing this for me, for some of you. So those of you who have really jealous people, or people who want to pop off and make a scene, or like exes or something like this, yeah, it's your social media, you want to share your life, that's fine, but don't do it where they can like show up there at that second. The next message that's coming up here for you guys is the Knight of Wands. And to me, this is confirming this energy here. Be careful. Be cautious. Because some of you may be like, whoa, how did this person come up out of nowhere? They see you moving on with your life. They see you doing well. They see you succeeding. And they're like, not if I can help it. So just be cautious what you're posting. Don't give people access to you, okay? At least not in real time. Don't post those things in real time. Knight of Wands can come up in terms of ultimatums. As you're standing up for yourself, as you are committing to yourself, you may have people coming up and they're telling you things like, well, you can't do that, or you have to choose between this or me, or you have to choose or if you love me, then you're gonna do this, or you're gonna do that. Like, they may be coming in and trying to pull you off your path. But understand this: every time you do that, you make an agreement with the universe that your needs don't matter, that you will live a life making yourself convenient to other people. And of course, there are times in our life where it can be very noble or worthwhile to make some sacrifices or some compromises, right? But in this sense, right, if people love us, they should want to see us doing well. They should want to see us happy. They should want to see us succeeding. You know, somebody who cares about you and who has your best interest at heart, they're not going to come in and they're not going to tell you, give everything up because I don't want you to do that. Or I want you to focus on my stuff instead. Some of you may be faced with an ultimatum. Okay, I will say this, Aquarius. I do feel like this ultimatum is like for real. So in other words, I don't feel like this person is bluffing. So if you take your stand and they're like, well, I'm gonna bounce, they're gonna bounce. However, it is the Knight of Wands, so eventually they'll be back. So there's just this sense and this feeling here of, you know, being true to yourself, you know, being committed to yourself. Don't be surprised if you have people coming in and criticizing or judging or making demands of you. But at the end of the day, my dear, right, you have to be in your power. You have to be in your strength. The next card coming up here for Aquarius is the Empress. And this is really coming into your power, right? The Empress is very successful, very loved, very respected. Again, another element or figure of power, but gentleness, right? She's not like the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland, where she's going around like off with your head and everybody's terrified of her. People respect her so much that they don't want to fall from her grace. They don't want to fall from her favor. They would just hate to upset her or disappoint her. And so they give her this authority from a very sincere, heartfelt space because they love her and they respect her and they admire her and look up to her. And so this is the energy that you're coming into, and this is the energy that you're calling into your life. This is divine feminine energy. You're embracing the divine feminine energy within yourself, and you're calling divine feminine energy into your life. No more cattiness, no more mean girl energy. This is quality energy. Now, traditionally, the Empress can also indicate pregnancy, fertility, motherhood, and some of you may be manifesting that at this time. The Empress can also at times mean that there is a mother figure or your ancestors from your maternal side that are coming in and guiding you through these changes and through these transitions that you're going through. They may be bringing you messages in your dreams or guidance in your dreams. But the Empress here is very prolific, very successful, very creative, very abundant energy. And this is the energy that you all are stepping into at this time. You have to have the courage to step out of the comfort zone, to step out of the current circle, to let those who need to fall away. They will remove themselves as you take your stand. But you're stepping into this powerful, successful, creative, and loved energy. So in a nutshell, Aquarius, as I'm looking at these cards, they're giving me a feeling in the sense that some of you may have to cut some losses here on this path, and you being true to yourself and you committing to yourself. You may have to experience some losses, but the Empress card here is telling me that it's going to be replaced with so much better. Okay? And I want you to think about that and pray about that and meditate about that. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign and rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you click on the link in the description of the video, it will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Love readings for May are linked in the description of the video. And don't forget to check out the daily messages. Every single day I've been posting a card of the day. Check those out as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week ahead. Take care and be well, my dears.